Hi, Coach Joss here, and we are going to be doing a 10-minute video. Today we're going to be doing upper body. So the only equipment that you need is a light minivan, maybe a medium one. You're going to need a chair or a bench. You can even use a couch or your bed, either of the above, and that's it. But again, we're going to be doing upper body, so what that means is make sure you have clearance from a PT, doctor, whoever, in order to do any of these exercises before you do it. So this is most likely going to be a pre-mastectomy or a post-mastectomy after clearance. This is all put on by Amona, and they are the ones who are making this happen. And again, you guys can like, follow, subscribe to any of these videos so that you are notified when a new one pops up. So we're going to get straight into it. All right, so this first one, I'll kneel down for you guys, and we are going to be doing external rotation. So putting the band right on the outside of your hands, and we're just pressing out, keeping your elbows in the whole time. Good, make sure to pretend that a string is getting pulled from the top of your head so that you sit up nice and tall the whole time. Okay, we're gonna be doing 2 rounds, so it won't be that long. It's about 20 to 30 seconds for each exercise. This next one, we're going into tricep dips. So go ahead and sit up on a couch. You are going to either 90 degrees or less. So you could do a tiny, tiny little bit, or you can go nice and deep. The way you're gonna make this one a little bit more difficult is bringing those feet out a little farther, but don't go too low with this one, especially if we haven't been doing upper body in a little bit. Good. All right, so this next one is elevated push-ups. So for elevated push-ups, you can also do them on the ground if you are ready. Otherwise, we're gonna be doing them on a bench. So putting hands out about shoulder width, we're going into either 90 degrees or less. Maybe your push-ups look like this right now. If you feel ready, you can go to about 90 degrees and give me a little bit of a scapular push-up at the very top, about 90 degrees, little scapular push-up. Awesome. Okay, so we're going into hinge tees. So you're going to hinge at your hips, give me a thumbs up, and we're just lifting into a T. Just repeating this. You actually don't have to close all the way down. You can just go even with your body. Good. If you want to make this a little bit more difficult, you can grab a soup can, grab a can of beans. Nothing more than a few pounds though. Good. Okay, go ahead and relax. This one's a little bit more difficult, so we're gonna be going into a Y. So out to here. All right, going straight into it. Thumbs up towards the ceiling, trying to keep your back straight, and then trying to get even with your ears the entire time. Good, I guess I didn't really talk about my feet. My feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. Toes are turned out a little bit. Good. Try to get all the way up to your head, and you don't necessarily need to go past that. Go ahead and relax. And for this one, we're going to be doing plank. You can either do it on the ground or you can do it elevated. I actually usually prefer doing it elevated because that is going to give your arms a little bit of a break. Good. Kind of press a little bit up through your upper back and lower back, tucking your pelvis a little bit. Doing the same position, if you're ready to do it on the ground, you can do that too. Good, we have about 10 seconds left. Good, repress that low back, squeeze your glutes, shift your body slightly forward. Awesome, relax. Okay. So we're gonna be doing minivan rows. We're gonna start with our right hand. You're going to step into the band. You can twist it, and then you're going to actually just row And just keep repeating that. If this light band feels a little bit too easy, that's when we want to grab that medium band. So rowing, if you want to make it a little harder, you're going to go into a little bit of a higher position so that you can row. Good, and you can even add a little bit of a twist. Awesome, so we're gonna do the exact same thing for the other side. And again, we are doing 2 rounds of this, so you will have a chance to challenge yourself a little bit more. So again, we can go a little bit higher rowing. You can even go to a little bit more of a full stance up. Good, keeping that big toe down, give you a little bit more of a side view, and rowing. And again, if you want, you can add that twist too. So row and twist. You guys should be feeling it a little bit in your lats, a little bit in the biceps. Good, and relax. Awesome. Okay, we're back to the beginning. We're doing mini band external rotation. So hands are in the bands, elbows are pinned. Here we go. And this time, let's keep tension in the band the entire time. Awesome. Try to pump it a little bit quicker. Good, this one we do want the light band. Trying to keep those elbows really close to your body the entire time. Okay. Woo, good. All right, shake it out. We're going straight into those tricep dips. So mini band to the side. Very good, here we go, straight into it. And challenge yourself to go a little bit deeper into this time. Again, we don't have to go past 90, but let's move a little quicker since we're only doing 2 rounds. And again, you're always welcome to challenge yourself and repeat this video and do the harder modifications. Good. Awesome, almost there. Okay, relax. Going straight into elevated push-ups now. If you want, you can do them on the ground. So choose your challenge. I'm gonna try and do them on the ground this time so you guys can see a little bit better. Good, and whatever pace feels good for you. Pressing through that low back on the way up. Good, a few more seconds. Awesome. Okay, and again, you can do them on an elevated surface. So we're back to hinge tees. I didn't have you get weight beforehand, so we're just gonna start with no weight. Thumbs are up, going straight into it. Trying to shove your shoulders away from your ears the entire time. And again, I have a pretty wide stance while doing this. And you wanna try and keep your back as straight as possible. Very good. And we'll go straight into our Ys. We'll get a little bit of a break in between. Awesome, shake it out. Good, and we're gonna hinge again, about a little wider than shoulder width. Same thing, this time thumbs up, and we're going into Ys. Try not to jerk your body around. We're trying to be very controlled. So if this is post-surgery and you can only get to hear that, is totally fine, but I would challenge you to do this more often to get your back and upper back stronger. Good, keep that core nice and engaged. All right, so we went a little over on that time. So we're gonna go into plank. Again, you can either go on the bench or you can go on the ground. I did bench last time, so I'm gonna go on the ground. Good. Tuck that pelvis, squeeze the glutes, shift slightly forward. Another version you can do too is you can do on your hands, still focusing on the same thing. So we have a lot of different versions we can do. Good, almost there. And relax. Awesome. Okay, we're going into our rows again. If you want to grab that medium band, go ahead and do so. I'm going to start with right. So going opposite foot. Again, you can go on your knees, you can go slightly off the ground, or we can go fully off the ground. If you need to hold on to something for balance, you can do that too. So rowing and twisting. Good. Notice I also turn my foot slightly out. This almost looks like I'm starting a lawnmower, if you've ever done that. Good, so pulling and a little bit of a twist. All right, let's switch to our other side. So right foot, twist that band, turn that foot slightly out, and go straight into the row. This is our last one. Good, you guys are trying to light up your lats. Add a little bit of a twist. Good, and this hand, wherever feels most comfortable. You can even put it on your hip, or maybe you're holding on to the wall or bench. Almost done. Good. Whew, good job. Okay, so short and sweet, we are only doing arms. You can do a light band or a heavier one. You guys did awesome. Again, if you want to follow any of these videos, subscribe below so that you are notified for the next one.